Yeah, we called. Yeah. This is John. You called. What's up? Home? What, you gonna come pick me up tomorrow? You come pick me up tomorrow? This is her mama's house. Oh. Well, I'll come over. So you can tell him bring you here. Cause I'm doing this tomorrow. You can bring it over here. You know my house is? Yeah, he know right? No, so tell him, Papa. I said tell him.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on E.
Okay, Coach, you know the folks in the dog pound, they live for games like this. Snowy conditions here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Cleveland getting ready for their first drive. Baker Mayfield, the quarterback, there he is, the 24-year-old who came into this year, like the rest of the team, with very high expectations. Touchdown to interception ratio this season, well, it's been right around 50-50. Much different from a year ago when he had 27 touchdowns to just 14 interceptions. But I mentioned all the hype around he and the Browns coming in. Last year, 7-8-1. A lot of people thinking maybe they could make a deep run in the playoffs this year. But looks like Baker and company going to finish the season right around that same record. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards.
I'm back.
So far in this first drive, no doubt about it. They're pulling it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. Rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal. So ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. Forced out to feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's the horses. Gilbert buying time to that. He is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack.
She's showing up kids, look at some bitches, big and bitches.
And you figure out to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now on 4th here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we told coaches when they talked about taking the emotion out of the decision making?
Nowhere to escape. He goes down.
That's a freaking safety almost. I wish for safety. I wish for the safety. Crack it.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to
Black hole for that. Black hole for that.
On third down.
Oh, get back. Cut them over here. I would need your first down.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively.
That's the same little cheese, but this is digging right.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
But
Kick out of bounds, and this is going to be slotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
You said what?
Cleveland Browns ready to set up shop for their next drive.
I'm doing a YouTube video.
It's been on a roller coaster ride this year.
It's on YouTube.
With all those expectations. One bright spot's been Nick Chubb. He's been great running back. He's in contention
with it.
They didn't string
I'm alright with it. Oh yeah, he scores to 0-0. Stop playing with big doors. Everybody subscribers going no cap. We about to be good. We about to be top number 1, y'all. If you ever subscribe, we top number 1. We top number 1.
And show that they're going to be a contender for years to come. But things
really got out of whack in their offseason.
All of a sudden, people were talking Super Bowl. I don't know how we got there. Even with hindsight, you're like, how was that discussion coming up?
Y'all watch this, y'all watch this straight. Y'all gonna see me do some crazy watches. She say, what? And I'm going to try how y'all watch this. Y'all ready? Good. Y'all ready? I gotta cut it up. Real quick.
To be sacked 12 times in a game.
Let me check the ball.
I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right down behind center. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But it'll be second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
I won it.
Now. Open man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard talk to you. Yeah.
She said you.
Huh? Voilà.
To Smith-Schuster. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They go play action.
Go for a win. Go for a win. Oh, bad. Yeah.
He picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run here with Connor.
Let's
And
go.
back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and
He tried to check me. He checked me. Go deep. Go deep. Let's go. That's a baby, dude. Hey, shut up, niggas. No my rest. I said time. We can't remember what she was. I said basketball. I was running the camera. I didn't say this. I'm there with it. I'm there with it. Oh, good job, y'all. I'm a damn Beckham Jr.
Just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
Oh, it's the big show. Oh, it's the big show. Oh, it's the big show. Oh, back in the end zone, baby. Back in the end zone, baby. Back in the end zone, baby.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, listen to the ball. Stop playing such a bus right here, boy.
Bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard here, 2nd and 9.
I look like with his hood.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Trash.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Hodges off the play fake.
Let's go!
Good effort there, trying to take a shot.
What's up for my grass? I'm getting my child. They take that out of the rapper. Let's see what you mean. Let's go, baby. Big D, boy. Big D, boy.
This offense finding its
Let's go. Oh my God. Get back,
Here a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. What's up for my roster? I said, show me that one. Let's go.
Our score. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Hodges.
Let's go. Big D. Let's go.
The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5.
I guess
every team would say that, Charles, but
I should watch it. I'll get it all out.
They believe it's a matchup matchups that they had.
Hey, booty cheeks.
Unable to do so on that play. Let's go. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
I should watch it. I'll get it top of the channel. Over there.
48 yards.
Welcome back to the hard horses. That's back when he cut. I should I'll get one shot. He could right. I should my shoulder. I'm gonna definitely have a I wanna see me die. It's all good. I wanna watch over there. Look, people calling me which is my feet when I hit it to the gym and me to the okay. They will win this, so we didn't let them know. But we go for the chances. This car is my little rubber, so we chilling in Baba. I don't see something awesome, drives 24 sizes. What a shot, can I come over and say, oh, just. It's like 2K making I never talk to you. Now I'm about time.
Second down, but it didn't help at all. Now they're looking at third down here. Hodges on 3rd and 1.
Oh! But she's so laughing when I had it when I was 7. Wait a minute, I just got to wait I was really about see who's the artist who drives around. Oh,
second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Smith-Schuster complete. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down.
He's gonna try to run. He's gonna try.
He's got the tight end, Vanette.
Trash, boy. You went out of bounds. You trashed it, everything, kid.
No gain, stops right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Tommy's busting through. He lost it. He got it. Tommy's got there, boy. Stop playing with Thomas. All that Tommy say, I don't what else winning, baby? Real D boy.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find that man that time ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Why you put the ball out of bounds? Trash, yo, you boy.
He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. They go play action here.
Whoa!
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let him get away. But he does get away in its 2nd down.
It's all deal. Alright. Yo, I'm deal number 39 on deal, you kid. You trash. We're gonna be
1st and 10, it's Hodges. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, Randy, what's up, Randy? What are you doing, Randy? I like that.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Hodges, he's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's... You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And now this throw complete to Washington. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run forward with Connell. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case,
Odell Beckham Jr. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, this first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Seibert on for the PAT. No, and the increased distance may have cost him there, as it is no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hodges. And that will be incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 18. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on him, and he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really fun
Looking for more
how
first
he
down,
missed
but
that, bro?
downfield.
500 yards.
But it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield will go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 58 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Who is that? Young. Key.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
I don't know who Skyler
This one
is.
taken just inside the 10.
Who's Skyler?
Nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
The rookie Hodges to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. If you're a selfish player and throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now Mayfield. Being chased out left. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The chance. Of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Hodges. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Going deep here for Landry. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Mayfield, dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL.
And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Hodges here on second down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put it into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. Forward, it worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Mayfield.
The amount of sacks that they've...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tyson Alualu. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try to finish it ourselves.
Check 53. Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Go.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
3rd and goal. Hodges in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Mac Wilson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now it's Hodges, and that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Browns defense stands tall. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. To try again after the sack. Mayfield, that's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. 22 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots. This is caught at the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appeared. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. In for the score. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Hodges now into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Burris. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ricky Seals-Jones. 28 yards. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. From the gun on third down, Hodges. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzling me a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Mayfield to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This is taken at his 4. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job.